Hi. Welcome back to Binge Mother. As you all know, I am Gabby, your TV mother, and today we're going to be talking about The Bear. And I do want to say, if you haven't seen it, please watch it before watching this, unless you are one of those people who just love spoilers, because that's all we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about it like I've already seen it, because I have. I just finished it. Season 3, but season 3, by the way. I loved season 1 and 2 so bad, and I was just so excited when this one came out, and I am so excited to talk about it and all the characters. Wow, I don't even know where to start. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Today I'll be doing my makeup because I'm dressed all nice, fancy. I'm having a bad hair day, so I had to like invent something on my hair. I think it looks cute. I like it. I mean, good enough. And I have like this cute dress on. It's real cute. It has the little bow straps, and I'm going somewhere after this, so I'm gonna be doing my makeup now. And once upon a time, this actually used to be a makeup channel, and get ready with me's were like my favorite things in the world, so sometimes I'll just be doing them because like they're just so fun. I don't know. So wow, okay. It left on a cliffhanger, to be continued cliffhanger, but it wasn't like anything like that dramatic happened. Well, one of the most dramatic things of the season did happen. Like, there was a review of the restaurant, and Carmi read it. We don't know what it says as the audience, so we just hear him say "motherfuck," and it just stops. It says "to be continued," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, okay." Well, what do I do with that? So I really don't know what to think. I don't know if that's good or bad. Obviously, like I feel like if it was good, he would be like silent and like a little like teary eyed, like like looking at the streets of Chicago. How Carmi does. But I don't know, man. I'm a little nervous about this one, and their uncle, Cicero is his name, I believe. He was saying that if the restaurant receives a bad review, he is going to shut down the whole thing, stop funding it. So this could mean a lot for the Bear. I really wish we would know like what happened, at least to like know what to expect for next season. I feel like they wouldn't do like a season 4 without like the restaurant being a thing. So it's just like hard to like figure out what they're gonna do and what direction they were trying to go with that. So yeah, like if anyone was a little hurt by that cliffhanger, you're not alone. Cause that was a lot. I don't know. I really did think more drama was gonna happen this season. The first episode needs to go. That first episode needs to go. It was not a waste of time. There was a little bit of context and a little bit of like Carmi talking to Richie like on the phone and apologizing a bit, but it just wasn't like anything. It was all just like cinematic, and like it was pretty. It was fun to look at. It really gave a sense and like a feel for like the restaurant and the struggles, like especially that Carmi's going through and all that he's thinking about, and like his brother. But I don't know. I feel like for a 10 episode season, especially like there were like 20 to 30 minutes, and I think the finale was like 40. I watched it on the plane. I think like we can't waste time on the cinematics. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of story to progress and a lot of questions that we had from last season that haven't been answered yet. And I feel like they set up a lot of plots, but they didn't get resolved this season. I'm sure next season they will, hopefully, but like nothing even got even close to resolved at the end. I would have liked at least like at the end of the season to see like at least Carmi find out that like Sydney is trying to get like got this opportunity at the other restaurant and stuff. I wish that like, they would have included like at least like a cliffhanger, like at least like someone knows, like build a little bit of suspense. But I mean, it's fine. I can't really complain. Out of all the seasons, it wasn't my favorite. I really did like season 2 a lot, like a lot. So like I do understand coming from like season 2 that was such a good season to even make anything close to that is very difficult. But there's like so much we can do with the characters to progress them that we should be doing. So I don't know, it's a little hard. It's a little hard. Like don't come for me. I'm not saying it was whack. Like it was fine. I did like it, but like I just wanted a little more suspense, a little more drama. Yeah, like it's fuck. I don't even know how to like where to like go with this. Okay, like they were oddly organized, the episodes, and they only focused on one storyline at a time. Like sometimes like each episode like had their own storyline and that's it, with no like even a little bit of progression to other storylines. Like it wasn't like connected. I feel like that connection wasn't really there. Everyone just kind of had their own little moment, which is fine. Like, you know, like I love hearing like a lot of the character stories, but we still need to progress the main story, and I feel like that's where they kind of missed the mark, or they did it on purpose and I just like don't know as much as I think I do. And I'm just doing this like as a viewer. I'm not like some pretentious like, you know, or at least I try not to be. But I yeah, I don't know, like it was just like I just needed a little more. I just like I get bored really easy. That's just me as a person. But like the artistry, like a lot of the artistry and just like the metaphorical shots and stuff like that were just like not there for no reason. A lot of it is to establish like emotion without even having to like say anything. But too much of it could get annoying and boring at times. So I'm really sorry for that. I'm sorry, the bear. But still, I love the show. Absolutely. That's my family. Like, hello. Um, I also believe that the first 4 episodes ran the story very well. The first 4 episodes had like the best moments that I really liked based on like the rest of the season. So yeah, the first 4 episodes, like I also really like the drama like within the characters, like, and I love when they argue. Like I really do. Like so I feel like that's also like my bias. Um the first 4 episodes were really good. And after that, it's not that it went downhill. It just kind of like stayed like in a constant state. But I mean, like, that's just where they are on their journey for this restaurant. So I also have to keep that in mind. And we saw a little bit of Mikey this season, which was awesome. I love anytime Mikey is in the story or like in a, you know, in a past, because obviously he's passed away. So anytime he has like a past moment, like I really appreciate that. I don't know this actor from like anything, and I'm gonna talk about him really quick because he's not in like one of the main like people that I'm talking about. But what's his name? John Bernthal. I don't know where I know him from. I've just seen him in so many things, but like I swear I haven't seen anything that he's in. Like I never saw Baby Driver. It says he's in that. I don't. Oh, The Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know who he was in The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, he was in How I Met Your Mother. That's how I know him. He played like one of Robin's boyfriends in How I Met Your Mother, and like that's literally it. I also did watch Sicario, but I don't remember anything about it because I fell asleep in the movie theater when I watched it. Because I was also a young girl. I don't know. I feel like if I watched it now, it'd be fine. But yeah, John Bernthal, shout out. I love seeing you on my screen. Like you're just, I don't know, like I love his character. When we did see him in episode 5, I believe it was 5 or 6 or 7. I don't remember. It was the one where we get Tina's backstory. And we'll talk about it a little more when we get to her. Wow, no notes. No notes. Love John Bernthal. First off, I'm gonna be talking about Fack. I think that's how it's pronounced, Fack. Um, just such a delight, you know, like he's such a delightful character. I do think this season, like him and like his cousin, I don't remember what his name is. So, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Um, he him and his cousin, like their relationship, like working in the restaurant and stuff, they are hilarious, but I never know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, and I feel like that's like on purpose, you know. It's just like actual conversation, making inside jokes, talking about people that they know, which is good because I feel like that's not like they're not afraid to like not go to what the audience doesn't know, if that makes sense. Because they're talking about people we don't even know. They're talking about like their family that we don't even know, but it's like it's an actual conversation that like these two people would have in this instance. Like that is completely accurate, and I really do appreciate that. Um, yeah, so I really like him. He's such a delight. He's hilarious. I love him and Sugar's relationship. Like she's just so sweet to him, and like she's always there for him, and I wow. No, he's just really fucking funny. I love Fack. And let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, I literally just have just a delight and hilarious. Like that's literally, I don't know. One of my favorite scenes, honestly, from this whole season, because it made me feel really seen, was when Richie, no, sorry, Carmi told him like, okay, like here's like I don't know if it was soup. Oh, it's broth. It's broth. So it was like 2 little bowls filled with vegetables, and the broth came like on the side in a little pitcher. And for the dish, you have to take the entire board to the guest, and then pour the broth like in each little bowl, right? And then like he kind of just like didn't know what the fuck to do, so he's like, "Here, pour the broth in front of them. That's it. That's all you got to do." And he's like, "Okay." So he took that literal instruction and like actually just like poured the broth in front of them. And he was also so nervous, and like you can tell he was so nervous. He was like, "Okay, I'm pouring the broth in front of you. Okay, thank you." And then he left, came back to the kitchen, and I just like Carmi's just like, "What the fuck is it doing in here?" Like, go take it to the cut. And then like right as he's like about to like go, he kind of like realizes like, oh, I had to leave it on the table for it. He didn't instruct that part, so I understand how he could like, yes, but like the nerves can make you forget that. So I think that's what it was kind of alluding to. It's like if you're not specific, like your nerves are just gonna kind of like take over, and like it's just not gonna be it. And then as he's like coming, like he's gonna go back out, Richie comes out. He's like, "No, yeah, I know, I got it. I'm taking it to them." Oh my god, it was just like such a funny moment, and it actually is very real because like I feel that I feel like I'm a person who like it's not that I need minimal instruction, but like sometimes like if people are giving me vague instructions and they wanted me to do like more, I feel like they could like specify. And like I feel like just trying not to fuck up will make me fuck up. So well, I feel like that was like a little like a shout out to people like me. Just a mess. A complete fucking mess. And yeah. Oh wait, hold on. John Cena? Are we not gonna talk about that? Was he in last season? I don't think he was. He came out of nowhere and I'm like, oh, he's in this? Like I just I didn't remember if he was like an actual character in this or if it was like his first time on screen in the show, and I feel like it was his first time on screen on the show. So yeah, I don't know where that came from. But like him being in that one episode, I think it was episode 4, the one where like they're buffing the floors and there's gonna be like a photographer coming and everything. he was just being such a douchebag. Like, he was just in the fucking way, just being rude as fuck. Like, it was just a lot. Um, and it's not like that I hate seeing John Cena on my screen. It's just like when I do, I don't see a character, I just see John Cena. So, like, so it's a little hard. And I feel like as an actor, you know, like, it's kind of hard to, like, get people to take you seriously in the role you're playing due to, like, already being, like, such a famous name for something else. But, like, he has been in, like, many movies and TV shows, like, since, like, the end of his wrestling career. I don't know. I don't follow wrestling. I don't know if it's like if he's still wrestling. I doubt it. Yeah, I really doubt it. But you know, so it's like kind of hard. So I understand that. So I'm like, I really try. I really do, cuz like that would suck, but I can't do it. Like, I just see John Cena. I don't see, like, whatever character it is, and, like, on top of that, the character he was playing was so obnoxious, but, like, it's how it was supposed to be, so I get it. And it also adds to the bear, of just, like, just having people here, like, just, like, they're not used to, like, these super professional, like, settings. Like, Carmi's really the only one that has, like, that like experience in a professional setting, because he worked at a Michelin star restaurant, but everybody else, like, is kind of just like, well, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And, that's so it's really funny to see. And it honestly is nice, because it's like, yeah, not everything has to be that fucking serious, actually. um yeah. So that was pretty fun. The running jokes of being haunted, that was kind of funny. I kind of enjoyed it. Okay, so yeah, that's basically all I have on fact. Like, he wasn't in I like how he's becoming more of, like, a main character. So that's awesome. Okay, up next we have Tina, and oh, I have a lot on her, dude. Like, I hated her in season one. I just absolutely disliked her so much, because she reminded me so much of, like, the stereotype of, like, older lady, like, is trying to make life hard for younger new employee for no fucking reason, you know, just because, like, she had it hard, and like now she thinks that everyone should have it hard, and, like, she did a good job at playing that. She also did a good job at redeeming herself. Okay, I love a good redemption arc. The Bear does this really good with its characters. It has really good redemption arcs. Tina had a really good one, and she had an amazing fucking episode this season. I feel like out of all the episodes that were, like, just focused on one thing, I feel like hers was definitely, like, wow, just amazing. And, like, we got a Mikey cameo in it, so it was awesome. But I really like how this episode especially, like, just showed the struggles of just, like, unemployment, especially in, like, such a big city, and, like, how much had changed, because she had been working for this company for 15 years, and they had to lay off people, so she was one of them for some fucking reason. I don't know, companies just do that. The companies do not give a fuck about you, so quit that job today. I'm kidding, don't quit your job, or do, if it's causing you harm. Yeah. But again, like, being unemployed is also very, very fucking hard. So for 15 years, especially at that time, like, I don't remember exactly what year it was, but so much had changed in the process of even getting a job. Like, she started applying for jobs. She started, like, going into the buildings and, like, asking to fill out an application, or asking to meet with someone, or dropping off her resume. And everyone was like, oh no, like, you just apply online, which, like, is kind of weird to me. I'm like, you're already there, like, just take the resume, like, just at least, like, put it somewhere. There should be, like, I feel like everyone should have, like, a little file with resumes for people, because, like, you never know, like, you're always going to need people, and you just want people to come to you. Like, that makes no sense. So I am, like, that is one of my boomer thoughts. I do agree with that. It is, like, everything being so technology based has made it so even harder to find a job, actually. um so, like, because I remember, like, whenever I wanted to look for a job. I wanted to be a paralegal really bad, but I didn't have any experience and I didn't study like law or anything. So I wanted to like just get in there, and I didn't know how to do it. And then like my mom would tell me like, oh, just go and like start like taking people's coffee orders and then just like be there. And I'm like, I don't think you can just do that nowadays. You can't just walk into a building and then just start getting coffee for people, and then at some point, like when there's a position available that needs to be filled, they're gonna ask you. That's not how it works anymore. And it kind of is sad to see, because you lose a lot of that personalization that you have like between people. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, even like they told her like, oh, just apply online, like whatever. She's like, okay, well, like, can you still like take my resume, like have it like on file? And they're like, no, just apply online. And I'm like, that's so stupid. Like, I hate that companies are set up this way. The system is like made for a lot of people to fail. And that's just Tina. Like, like that's just her. And she has like hella work experience. Like, she literally was saying like, this is all I did like at my old job. But they're like, oh, but you don't have a degree. But it's like, but I did this exact job for 15 years. And I have a college degree, but I'm like, if someone did this job for 15 years, they're just as qualified as someone who hasn't done it just because they have a degree, like you are just as qualified. So, especially in Chicago, I can see like how like expensive shit is and how hard it is. And like, transportation's also a bitch. It's not like you really have a car. No one, like, it's not really like, not everyone really has a car. You kind of don't like quote unquote need one, but it's just like so hard. Like, she's just spending her days looking for a job left and right, getting on the bus, getting off the bus, going to places. And it really started to get to her because she felt like she wasn't providing, like she wasn't like bringing anything to the table. They have a son, and I don't know, at this point how old her son was, but like, it's just an overall struggle. And this is just like the tiniest bit. This is just this one family who was struggling with this, when like literally like so many like bigger families like deal with a lot of these things too, and it's like 10 times harder for them. So I really appreciated this episode because it showed that like it's not that easy. It really shuts down the idea of like, oh, people, nobody wants to work these days. Like, bitch, people do want to work. She like literally spent like 2 to 3 months just every single day just applying and applying and applying and applying. Y'all are just making it so difficult because like at the end of the day, anyone can do whatever job. Like, if you really just train people, they're just gonna do the job. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it really is. So I really appreciated this episode, and I hope a lot of people got like the same lessons from it that I did. It wasn't really more of a lesson, but it was just more like a reassurance. Like, I've seen people like, deal with unemployment. I've had people in my life deal with unemployment. I've dealt with unemployment. It's not easy, but I think the overall best thing was whenever she did go into the bear, and they were just so nice to her and so welcoming to her, like immediately. They're like, oh, you just want a coffee? Well, here's a sandwich for free. Try it. Like, it's good. It's fucking great. And like, one of the greatest things about this episode too was like, in between the entire time that she was like struggling like about the jobs, and like she's at home and she's cooking like, for her family, for her husband, for her kid, for herself, and like you just see these cuts of her cooking, and it's like, you don't know, but like the best skill you could ever have, you have it right now. So like, all these jobs are turning you down, but like the skill you need to have to be exactly where you are, you have it. And well, it's also, Latinos, we just are born knowing how to cook. I wasn't though. Dude, like it was just so amazing to see how that tied together, and that was like very emotional. Like, I started crying like so bad at the end of this episode whenever he offered her like a job. And I'm sad we couldn't see a little bit of like progression of like maybe like in the 2/3 of the episode get the job, and then like starting the job and like kind of like like integrating her a little bit, and like kind of like we know like she's happy to be there and stuff, but I really wanted to see her like feel at home there. Shout out Tina and her redemption arc. I'm here for it. I really am. Also seeing like her backstory too. See, but like okay, see my thing is like seeing like her backstory and then seeing how she was acting season 1. I'm like, girl, like you could have had a little bit more grace for the girl. Like Sydney like works just as hard. Like, you know, like just because like I understand like things are changing and you're not good with change and the world is like changing all around you. You still have to kind of just like take a second and be like, we're all experiencing this change. So let me not make it fucking hell for everyone else. But she learned, she was fine. They're great now. Her relationship with with Sydney, it's like a scary movie, is like just amazing to see, and it's very refreshing because it's just more like we have a lot to learn from each other, and like you're under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and I'm just here to just tell you it's okay and like help you and like calm it down. And a lot of the pressure she's under is because of fucking Carmi, and I'll fucking get to him. Trust me. Trust me, I'll get to him. But yeah. Yeah, new tech era, all that. Great episode on torches and possibilities of employment. Oh. Okay, so next we have Marcus. Oh my fucking god. I never wanted anyone to be more happy, like just period. Like please, like I just want him to be happy. I never want him to experience any pain, and I know he's in a lot of pain right now. But fuck, dude, like and I know like pain is inevitable, but like out of everyone, I'm just like Marcus, really Marcus? Like Marcus? Like Marcus is that one character that like whenever Carmi's like fucking mad at him or like I think he like yelled at him like season 1 or something or season 2, I don't remember. Over like he's like, "Oh, look at this I made." And he's like, "What the fuck is that? Get the fuck out of my face." You know, I'm just like, "Carmi, I can fight you. I will fucking fight you. I will fight anybody for Marcus. I love Marcus. You know, I'm an Odd Future girl. I love Marcus. And I'm also like a baking girl. I love baking. I'm a dessert person. I love making desserts, so that was like the one character I was just like, oh my god, yeah, that makes sense. I love Marcus, and I needed more of him. Obviously, I know he couldn't be like in the episodes like as much, mostly because like he was going through a lot, like his character, so it wouldn't make sense for him to just like I don't know, like be there as much. Like we kind of like got like his story. We got his mother's funeral, like rest in peace. It was very very emotional for me. Like I started crying whenever he was like, oh like I wasn't with my mom when she passed, but I knew she would have wanted me to be here with you guys. And like because it was literally like what like opening night. See, that's a finale. That was a fucking finale. That was like the last like 2 episodes of season 2 was just so fucking good, dude. Like that was drama, you know, that was cliffhangers, that was something. Like the cliffhangers just like the review. Okay. All right. I'm guessing it's bad, but like shit's still gonna be fine. Like I'm not even like stressing about it. Ugh, whatever. But Marcus, like, honey, I want to give him a hug. I still like honestly I forgot like what happened between like him and Sydney. Like they shared like an awkward moment and stuff. And then like in this season it got like revisited, but I don't know. Guys, do you guys ship them? I ship them. I really do, cuz I don't ship Sydney and Carmi, and we'll get to that when I get to her. But I really I would say if I do ship Sydney with anybody, it would be Marcus. But like at the end of the day, I really do like their friendship. Like so I'm okay if like they don't end up together, because maybe like the chemistry really isn't there. It's just more like, oh, it makes sense for them to be together because like they just get along. And but like I don't know if the chemistry is like there, but it could still be like something like really nice and beautiful. And like I also feel like, you know, it's like he's going through a lot right now, and I feel like Sydney's like one of the only people that can like help him through it, because like she relates, like she lost her mom as well, so she can like help him in that sense. But like, you know, so I don't want anything to ruin that. I need Marcus to have his support system or I'm gonna go crazy. So yeah, it was just, oh my god, it was really sad. Like listening to him talk about his mom, like that was really sad. Like it was just, yeah, I just want to give him a big old hug. Like poor Marcus. But glad, like there was one episode like he came in early and started like, you know, like working on his little desserts and stuff, and that was really nice to see. And he shared a really nice moment with Tina, so I'm glad to see that he's still loving his craft. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like he wasn't really like present that much in the season, but he wasn't like not present either. So yeah, it was fine. Love Marcus. I'll fight a bitch for Marcus. Like he's in like fact territory for me. Like I just love them so much. They're just like, oh, like y'all are just like a pleasure to be around. You know what I mean? And Marcus is just so incredibly fucking talented with his work. And he's just so intelligent and so meticulous. So I really like to see that. I love when they show that. So yeah, that's all I really have on Marcus. Like it sucks. I wish I could like talk about him more, because I really could. I could go on and on about Marcus. Next up, we have Sugar, Natalie Sugar. I really like this character. I really, really do like her. Yeah, like no notes. I love her. I'm glad we got an episode with her and Jamie Lee Curtis. So that was great, but like again, it was the whole episode. Just them like on like working on like their relationship, cuz like they had like, it's so funny how like they brought back like in a couple episodes earlier, they were like, we need to cut the phone lines, we never use it, like whatever, like people can't even make reservations on it, so why would we even have a phone line? They cut the phone line, and now she can't get a hold of anybody, and like no one knows she's given labor, so she has to call her mom. And like that's her last resort. Obviously her and her mom don't have a good relationship, especially based on like the episode before, not the episode, the season before. Like in the Christmas episode, we see like Natalie's always just asking her mom, like, mom, are you okay, are you all right? She's like, Natalie, I fucking hate when you ask me that. Like, and like, you know, like the opening of the bear, and like they didn't want like, oh my god, that was such a mess. That's a good ass. That's how you do a season, dude. Oh my god, like not wanting Jamie Lee. I don't remember her name, so we're calling her Jamie Lee Curtis. Not wanting Jamie Lee Curtis like anywhere near the restaurant. Like they're not on speaking terms. Like, you know, like she clearly has had her issues with alcohol, and that has clearly affected this family like so fucking much. She literally ran the fucking car into the house last season. Like, well, it was a callback, but we got to see it. So yeah, so like we get to see the like complicated relationship between like a mother and a daughter. Being a daughter, like I'm a daughter, obviously. I'm a daughter. That's not easy. It's not easy being a daughter. Like especially to a dysfunctional mother. Like I want to say like personally, like my mom is pretty fucking cool, but you know, we still have like our things, you know, and that just doesn't go away. And I feel like that goes for like every mother daughter. Like it's just like you always feel like you're not enough, and you always feel like you want to help them, and there's nothing like you can really do. Like they need to help themselves. And it like, oh my god, like it just, I cannot imagine giving birth and it's just like me and my mom there. Like she would drive me fucking nuts. She would actually drive me nuts. She would like exactly like how she was like talking to to the doctor and just like being just like a lot, and it's just like I just need silence like right now. And she's just like, oh my god, telling her life story, like it's just like that's very real, that's very mom and that's very mom to do. So like I feel like no matter your relationship with your mother, like I feel like a lot of girls could relate to this in a way. It's like, oh yeah, my mom would drive me nuts in this situation too, if it was going off exactly like this. And um it was still very nice to see, like her being there for her, you know, and like the whole breathing thing the entire time, and her like, no, you need to breathe like this. She's like, no, mom, da, da, da. And then it gets to the point where Sugar's just breathing like that on her own. Like she's like, damn, she's right. Kind of worried, but I don't want to like admit it. But like I'll do it when like she's out of the room or something. Yeah, I also did appreciate whenever Jamie Lynn Spears. Jamie Lynn Spears? Is that who that is? Jamie. When Jamie Lee Curtis, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Um, when Jamie Lee Curtis, like the second her husband got there, she just left. I don't know if that's her husband or her boyfriend. Doesn't matter. Baby daddy. She just left. She was just like, okay, he's here. I'm heading out. And I'm like, damn. That was kind of nice to see, because it's like, you're not like imposing on any boundaries. I feel like that's like very like nice, refreshing. We also need to like consider the fact that this mother is going through like one of the most traumatizing things any mother can go through, like losing a child. So yeah, it's just like complicated relationships, and like the bear does a good job with these. I do think this episode was a little like not too long, but it was just conversation. I know it was needed, and especially like to like tie at least like a little bow on, not a knot, but like a bow on like the mother's relationship with Sugar, especially. I don't know how the relationship is with Carmi at the moment. I really don't remember. I should have like a refresher on like at least like season 2 or 1, but like yeah. Mm, God, it was just, that's all I really have, like just the mom episode. Because that is all we really got from her this season. I think last season we got a lot more of her. I really, really like her work ethic. She's really just there, shows up, does what she needs to do, takes care of whatever needs to be taken care of. Thinks about like little things that a lot of people aren't thinking about. And just the whole time just worrying about like the numbers and stuff. And I feel like someone has to do it, so I'm glad that she is able to do it. And she's just so cute and gorge, and like I love seeing her on my screen. She has like that TV face. I love her. What actress is this? Hold on. Abby Elliott is who she is. She was also in How I Met Your Mother. Who did she play in How I Met Your Mother? Oh, yeah, she was like Ted's like crazy girlfriend. Like the crazy, crazy one. It was like, oh, like I have your grandma's ring. She was buried with it. So yeah, I really, really do like her. Shout out to her. Like I think she gave birth to a baby girl. She's very healthy. She's fine. She called Claire. I don't know. I don't think Claire answered. I don't think she was able to. Whenever she was giving birth, it's crazy how like she called so many people and no one was there to respond to her. I know like the bear folks, they were at work, and Carmi had been like, "Oh, we're shutting like our phones in the lockers from now on," which is like kind of stupid. Like I'm pretty sure no one's like, unless phones were like a distraction before, you didn't have to do that. I feel like he only did that because his phone was a distraction to him in the freezer. God, Carmi. Ugh. Okay, sorry. I'm just like, I can't wait to get on him. But yeah, Sugar, love, love, love her. So next we have Sydney. Sid. I keep calling her Sydney. Like no one calls her Sydney. It's always been Sid. I don't know. Love her. Obviously, love her. One of my favorite characters. Because I can not relate to her a lot, but it's just like I get her. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm like out of everyone, I'm like, okay, like same age. Like she's just there. She's like, you don't have to yell at me, chef. You know, like love her. I really do. I remember like okay, I did like have like a few complaints about her. I want to say like last season cuz she was obviously she was like the only one focused on like making the menu and stuff. But I feel like Sid has like a tendency to crack under pressure. And like, yeah, obviously same. And obviously if you're not like used to this environment and these people, it's very easy to crack under pressure. But I feel like she's done a good job of like keeping it together and still like getting shit done, even though she's like still like anxious. It is a little sad to see like her anxiety attacks and her panic attacks this season because like it's like damn like ugh, fuck, like I hate when that happens. Like I hate when you're like, oh, I have a job I like and like everything's going good, but like actually like it's causing me hella fucking anxiety and like I don't know why. And like I mean I know why, but like we can kind of see that she's kind of like cracking under the product of this toxic work environment because it's not too bad. And it's like, oh well, like you knew these people, like what did you expect? It's like Chicago, like, you know, this is just like how we are. We've always been this way. But like it does affect her in a way because like it's just not okay, you know, it's just not okay. That's like a lot of the things like she's had to like endure like under the pressure of the restaurant, especially with all the change and like how literally last season she was the only one like working on the on like researching the plates and stuff for the menu, and then Carmi just comes in here and he's like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do, and she's like, okay, I mean, sure, I did all the work, but sure. And like I really do appreciate that they're like, oh well, like you're such a good chef, like we want to give you a share of like the restaurant, like sign the contract. And that's like one of the biggest themes the whole season is like, sign the contract, Sid, like just fucking sign it. And like I do get that, but I could also see why she wouldn't want to sign it. Like she even had like someone like look over it too, which like smart girl, because I would do that too, you know. And it's like it's everything's good, like it's just ready to sign. But I know she was just kind of just like stalling because I don't know, I just don't think she wanted to. And then all that stalling, and now she has this opportunity where she could be a head chef at that other fucking, I don't remember who that fucking guy was. He just came out of nowhere. Not came out of nowhere, but like I know he was like, he's a familiar face. And like you know, he's gonna start his own restaurant. He wants her to be the head chef, and like that's a huge opportunity. And I feel like if Carmi found out, like he'd be like, yeah, he'd be upset, but he'd be like, it's a good opportunity for you, you know, it's a good opportunity for you. I think you'll be all right. I think you're gonna do great, you know. But I feel like he'd be like so like lovesick, like oh my god, like not her leaving. And we'll get to him. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just keep just Carmi this season. Holy fuck. I personally think she should stay at the Bear. I do think like she is affected by the work environment, and like obviously there's always gonna be better out there, and better is like a place where people aren't just like yelling and screaming and like being hard-headed and not listening to you or your opinions or like anything, and just disregarding everything you say. But I feel like you know, especially we see in the last episode like all the perspectives from like the other chefs that worked at like those other restaurants when they were like at Olivia Colman's like dinner. Like forgot her name too, so we're calling her Olivia Colman. Love her also. You could see like she's like, damn, well like I've never like been recognized like that, and like, you know, like I don't have that feeling. And also like we got to call back to like how she can kind of like, so I'm kind of torn on what she's gonna do, because I don't know, because she was also thinking about how like she was saying like, oh, why aren't we sending out the plate? Like, why are we starting over? Like, we're behind because we're starting over. And Carmi's like, it's not perfect. And then she's like, it doesn't matter. And he's like, if it's not perfect, it doesn't go out. And then you see other people's perspective. It's like, some people are just so talented, so into their craft that like perfection like is everything. And like, it's valid in a way. So it's like she kind of like recognizes that too. So I'm still like torn. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what she's gonna decide. I want her to stay at the Bear because I want to keep seeing her. I want to keep seeing her on my screen. But yeah, like Sid, like I honestly like I do see her more like really with the shits like this season. I just hate like seeing her like not crack under pressure, but like kind of be affected by the pressure a little bit. Cause it's like, it's very valid. Like you can't just always like have like a toxic work environment and then just expect everything to like be okay and expect that like your workers aren't gonna like be affected by it. Because we also see it with Tina too, you know, she's an amazing chef and like all this, but she's like, she gets like she got like frazzled. She's just like, and like then comes the whole thing with like fight and flight and freeze. And like sometimes like some people like Carmi, I want to say like he in the fight or flight shit, he just fights, you know. He's just like, okay, well, whatever I gotta fucking do to just make it through, and like I'm just gonna focus on my thing and like whatever, and I'm just gonna yell because fuck that. But then we see like Tina, she's like more of like a freeze. She's just like, I like I'm stuck, I don't know. And Sid is just more of like a flight where she's like, I'm just gonna focus on this. I'm gonna help you here. I'm gonna like, she helps other people's like to escape like her own like, you know, like frustrations. Because she is a talented chef and like this is a huge opportunity. I don't think she should take it though. I don't think she's done here at the Bear, and I say that selfishly because I just want to see her at the Bear. Like that's literally it. But if she does take it, I actually will be very fucking pissed. I actually will be pissed. I don't want better for her. I want her to stay at the Bear. Like sign the fucking contract, Sid. Like you are not leaving these people. Like you are like not the glue, but like you're almost the glue. Like really, like cause she like what she's quit before. She quit the Bear before, and like how did that go? Like she was unhappy. She was just like, nah, and then she came back. She literally just came back. Like what the fuck? Oh my god. Do I think her and Carmi should date? No. No, 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 no. Will I be mad if they do? A little bit, but will I stop watching? No. No, absolutely not. But God, I don't blame her if she does leave, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know if maybe she needs that pressure to work better. But yeah, definitely hearing other people's like other chefs' perspectives like made her like question her own work conditions. And oh my god, I wrote that she's a coward sometimes, to be honest, but love her, Avi. Okay, yeah, she not a coward. I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, oh, Sydney's a coward, like, but she's just like, no, because you know who's a coward? Carmi. But Sydney, she's just a girl. She needs to face her shit. She really does. She should have talked to Carmi about the chef thing. I also know she hasn't like found the right time, and it hasn't been the right time with him either. But girl, like at some point you need to have this talk, and the more you push it, like yeah, like there's not really gonna be a good time ever, you know, and you kind of just have to deal with that. So it was just like being like a coward about like signing the thing and like stalling it, and it's just like, girl, like just speak any of your like fears, just speak up, because like a lot of people can answer them for you. Like if you speak up your fears and people like shut it down, diss you, there's your fucking answer. Okay, fuck you, then I'm leaving, you know, like Sid, but I hope she stays. I really do. I'll support her if she leaves, but I want her to stay. Okay. Our next character is Richie, cousin. I need a little moment. God, I love him. Like, holy fuck, I love this character. Like, I can't stop smiling when he's on my screen. Like, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know if it's like, it might be his character development or like how sweet he is. Like, I see how sweet he is. Like, like deep down, like even though he has this kind of like exterior. What the fuck was that? Like, you know, just like harsh exterior. Like, he's just so sweet. I feel like they all are, you know, like that. Especially like Carmi and cousin, but cousin especially, like, dude, like I know you're a little sweetheart, and I just I think he's such a good dad. Like, I see, like, you know, it's like all those things like come into play when it comes to that. So it's like like, wow, oh my god, like I'm like blushing. Like, it's not like I'm like attracted to him. I'm just like God, like his character is just so fucking likable and just so sweet, and like just like I want to see him succeed so fucking bad. Out of everybody, I want him to be on top. I want him to come out on top. Oh my fucking god. Like, I want him to be the boss of the kitchen. Like, he should be like the owner. Like, I know it was Carmi and Mikey's dream to do this, like whatever. Carmi can still be head chef, obviously, but like Richie, dude, like this, like he has to be like the I know he already is like kind of like a boss and like part owner or whatever, but like he needs to be running every fucking thing of that restaurant. I don't know if he already is, but like him and Sugar are just like, oh my god, such a powerful fucking duo. Throw Fack in there too. Like, oh my fucking god. Like, Richie is just, he has his head on so right, and he is just Mr. Common Sense. And I just love to see a Mr. Common Sense, because like we don't see a lot of people have common sense sometimes, but he just has it. Like, I don't know, and he's just not afraid, and he's a great dad, and he's just, oh my god, like it sucks. It's like seeing him go through like his ex girl like getting married and stuff. Like, he's just going through it, and like, but like, okay, like obviously like season 2, that one episode with the, is it forks or spoons? It was forks, I think. Doesn't matter. With the silverware, his episode where he's like singing you know, Love Story by Taylor Swift and stuff, like at the end of the road, and he's like, I wear suits now. Like, it just, god, I love that episode. Like, I need to rewatch it, like just because I need a little like little glimpse of hope. Just such a likable person. Like, if someone told me like you can have dinner with one fictional character, who would it be? It would be like cousin, like for sure, 100%. I just very likable. I just, oh my god, I love a good, that's a really good character progression, because we didn't have much there. I'm just like, oh my god, he's just angry all the fucking time, you know? Like, season 1, just angry all the fucking time, always lashing out, always yelling, always screaming. Like, okay, I get it, like, you're angry, I don't give a fuck, like whatever. But now we just see like, yeah, he's still gonna yell at Carmi, he's still gonna be like, you know, he's still gonna say his opinions, but he's so rational just in the head that I'm just like, Carmi, you better listen. You better listen to him, because he's kind of fucking right. God, I love him. He's just, wow. He really worries about like the right things, you know. Unlike Carmi. God, I'm really hating on Carmi this season. Like, I didn't think I hated him that much. Like, that's kind of crazy. I don't hate him, obviously. But like, I'm mad at him right now. If you watch Community and you watch The Bear, anytime, the 2 times, like once per season that we see his little ex girl, it's Gillian Jacobs, is that her name? Every single time I see her on my screen, I'm gonna say, oh, Britta's in this, because I love Community. I'm such a huge fan. Like, holy fuck, that is one of the oh my god. And we also have Joe McHale in this season 2. Well, also, we have him in a lot of seasons, but we have him as like an actual character and not just as a memory. So that was really cool to see. Yeah, I wonder if they like go on set together and they're like, oh my god, hey, like, we're back. So that's pretty interesting. Like I can't even like dive into specifics. I just love him. Like I love this character. He plays him so well. I know he got like an Emmy for it or a Golden Globe, either one of those two. Um I think he did. I think I remember seeing him win one. Um as he fucking should. That is so well deserved. This is such an amazing character on TV. I don't think anyone compares, and I don't think anyone ever will compare. Like this is now the standard. Yeah. I have. He's right 95% of the time. Such a sweetheart. Love, love, love his character development. Like I had to write it like love 3 times. Like I just love him. Shout out Richie from The Bear. Okay. Oh God, I've been dreading this. Like, I want to keep talking about Richie. But we have to move on and talk about our main bear, or the bear, Carmen. Whew. Fuck, man. First thing I have written down is I hate when men like I hate when men can apologize. His whole thing with apologizing is so pathetic. He's a grown ass man. And well, honestly, that doesn't take away, like, what grown ass man do you know, like, knows how to apologize? Yeah, exactly. But God, he is just, he makes it seem like apologizing is the like worst, hardest thing in the world, which, like, yes, I'm sure it is, but like, you know how you feel, you know how you're feeling, so just tell her. Like, you really just like, he did say a lot of fucked up shit to Claire, especially after like she um admitted like so much to him and like opened up to him and like told him like she loves him. And like, I understand him. I understand how you don't want to like dive into something with Claire because like you're so focused on the bear and you're focused on your thing, and like any single tiny distraction is fatal, especially because you want a Michelin star, you know? And some people just can't do both. And I understand. Like I really do think Carmi's like dream girl works at the restaurant with him, you know? But it's not Sydney. It's not Sydney. But like I like, because he's so just like married to his work. Like he can't like, he puts his mind on something else for a second, he likes it too much, and then he's gonna abandon his work. So like, I'm not saying like Claire distracted him. He's still like responsible for making those decisions and like not going with Sydney to like research and like other restaurants and like try to find like the perfect dishes. But it's not that, like, I know you said a lot of fucked up shit, but like owning up to it, like, just do it. Like, I don't know, like, it's not that hard to own up to shit you said. Like, I feel like men make it harder than it really is. It's like, we would just appreciate hearing it, you know? So I don't know. I kind of can't with that. And I know he has like a lot to work on within his own self and his own trauma, especially like, you know, like his brother is also like, you know, dead, which is like so hard. You're opening up a restaurant. You don't have a good relationship with your mother. You kind of have feelings for your fucking sous chef. I can see it. We can feel it. You just don't know it yet. And so, like, you don't want to, like, hurt anyone. So, like, the people you do hurt, you feel like it's irreparable. Like, you can't fix that. But it's like, if he just owned up to it, I'm sure, like, that would be a good start. And I feel like, his embarrassment just overshadowed, like, doing the right thing. And, like, I hate that. And I saw him like crack under pressure. You know, we saw him crack under pressure in the opening night, and he was like stuck in the freezer and all that. But like, I feel like he is really hard on himself. Like, he gets moments like those and like really beats himself up over it, and no one else is really like taking it that serious like from him. So yeah, he's just fighting a war within himself. A good start was going up to forgot his name, the fucking bitch ass chef that like traumatized him, Joe McHale. Uh, I'm just, it's just actors' names at this point. Going up to Joe McHale and being like, hey, I think about you too much. He's like, I don't think about you at all. Like, that's not the fucking point, okay? It's not the fucking point, okay? Like, I think about you too much because like you did so much to me, and it's like, oh, like you wanted to be great, I made you great, and it's like I hate people like that. It's like, yeah, but you didn't have to do it like the way you did it, you know? Like, yeah, you made me a great chef, but like I could do without the trauma. Like there's like so many like amazing teachers who like will not like who can make you great without like tapping into like your fear and like just your stress, and just like that's way too much. I hope he realizes he's kind of doing the same thing. So like the thing Carmi is doing is just making this toxic cycle, and he's literally part of it. Like, you know, like you're treated a certain way by like someone who took you under his wing, whatever. You're treated a certain way, so you think that's the way. You don't know anything else. And that's like obviously not like all his fault either, cuz like he's like, this is what made me great. All I can do is like be a little better. And he is better than like him, but like there are times where he is like turning into him, and I feel like he is kind of like noticing that. Confronting him about it was really good. And like, you know, obviously like Joe McHale, he took it as like such a fucking dickhead. But it's like that there's a good lesson in there too. It's like just because you like open up about your feelings to someone, like how they respond is an answer. He's not gonna sit there and hold your hand. He's a fucking dickhead, obviously. He's not gonna take blame for it. He's not gonna be like, damn, you know what, I could have been a little nicer to you. No, he's not gonna say that. He thinks he is in his right 100%. And what you can do is be like, damn, I never want to be approached like that, and then just not take responsibility. So he just needs to learn to take responsibility for every fucking action he's making, because Sydney's about to fucking leave him, and I need him to realize it soon, because it's gonna freak me out. And if Sydney leaves just because of this environment that Carmi has created, it's gonna make me yell, because it's like, you didn't have to do it like that in the first place, Carmi. But again, I can't blame you. It's all, you know, it's a canon event. Like, you know, I can't interfere. God. But yeah, Claire Bear, like I don't care. I honestly don't care who Carmi ends up with. As long as he's able to be like his best chef self, I don't give a fuck who he's with. Okay, I really don't. I don't care. I want to see people cook. I don't care. I do like Claire Bear for him though. Like, unpopular opinion, I don't hate her. I don't love her. I really don't think nothing is her fault. Like, you know, if anything, it's still up to Carmi to like put up his boundaries. Like, okay, we can't hang out this often. Like, I hope you know that before entering a relationship with me. Like, this comes first, you know, and like if she wants to understand that, cool, she can understand that. But at least give her the space to understand it. No, you know, and not like focus on her more and then blame her. Like, that's coward shit. That's coward shit, okay? Yeah. Last thing about Carmi. Now I'm gonna say this into the fucking mic. Change the fucking menu. The issue is the fucking menu, okay? I understand. Oh, yeah, many great Michelin star restaurants change their menu every day. But it's like, okay, you don't have to. You don't have enough staff to do that. You don't have the funds to do that. Clearly, you're not turning tables enough to do that. You need to have one menu and just stick to it. If you want to change it weekly, that's one thing. Okay, but every single day, this is the fucking problem. You are putting your chefs under pressure, and they're not performing at their maximum because you're putting them under so much pressure. And you're like, I know it's like very much like, oh, okay, well, like if I give them like a lot of work now, then like they'll be better later. They can handle anything, but it's like they don't need to. They have already proven themselves to you. They can handle a lot, okay, more than you think. Just change the fucking the menu is the fucking issue. And it makes me so mad that like everyone is telling him this. He's like, no, Mm-mm. Is he a Capricorn? He has to be a Capricorn. Just stubborn as hell, dude. Like, I don't know. The issue is the fucking menu. So hopefully from like the review, whatever it says, if it's bad, he can like realize like, okay, maybe this is due to this, or maybe he won't. Maybe he won't realize anything. Maybe he's just gonna be like, we're doing fucking terrible, da, 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 and just blame it on like whatever the fuck else, because that's what he does. Just blame shit all the time. But yeah, that's just wow, what a huge rant on the bear. But I did have a lot of good things to say. Okay, I need to say something good about Carmi then. I love him and I think he's hot. He's hot. So, I can't be mad at him forever. I do think he's still very sweet. I didn't see him do this the whole season. Like, you know, like the little thing him and Sydney would do, like the fist over the heart in a circle. I'm trying to explain to my audio listeners. The I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry in sign language. I didn't see him do it once. So I'm like, please bring back my man. Cause he is a little sweetheart. I see like it's hard to see Carmi, you know, I see Lip from Shameless like as him, so it's like hard. And like obviously I've always like had a crush on Lip. Like obviously, like who hasn't? Who hasn't? Like he's always been cute. But like that's it. He's hot. That's my compliment for Carmi. There you go. You get nothing else because your personality is sucking. I hate when men can't take accountability for the shit they do and they're too embarrassed to. Like, bro, just fucking do it. Like, yes, it's hard, but like living with this is harder because it's affecting everything in your fucking life. Like, you can't just like let shit go because you're not facing it. And I'm glad like someone fucking like told you. Like I think Fack told him, and fucking Fack is so hilarious. He's like, Claire Bear, oh my god, like Carmi, he's all in. Like he wants to apologize. He just can't. She's like, guys, he doesn't like me. You just need to leave. But oh my god, poor Claire. I would hate to be in her position, like, because he's hot and and like he's acting like he doesn't fucking like me, but like obviously we know he likes her. He just, men just don't know how to articulate anything. He's just like, no, I don't like you, and like I could never like you, and we could never be together, da, da, da. Like, why can't you just be like, it's just hard for me to balance these two things right now. That's it, because that's actually the reality of it. And I'm sure she can be like, okay, we can figure something out. Like, you know, that's all you had to say, but you just resort to just pushing people away. And, you know, obviously I can't blame you. You're a product of your environment. But please do better, because I'm literally so rooting for you. Like, fuck. Love him. Love him though. Just I'm mad at him this season. But what can you do? So yeah, that is my absolute tirade on the bear. I didn't think it was gonna be this long because I had less characters than last episode, but actually, like, wow, it's just I had a lot to say. But I love these characters, and I can't wait a year from now to be doing season 4. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Mwah.